But whatever, it's fine. Fine, I'll be happy we have something. I mean, regular Minnesota, like K through 12, get Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off for MEA. I was like, what the heck?
And are you a K through 12 student?
No, but did we always have Wednesday off? I remember getting Thursday, Friday off.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? What do you mean you don't remember?
I mean, I don't remember.
Did people in the Star Wars galaxy really eat Ewoks? I don't need this video, thank you.
Oh my good lord, are you kidding me?
What?
No. So the Xbox Series X, like the PS5, has a noticeable not very much storage on it.
Okay.
Seagate is the one responsible for creating Xbox's storage stuff, okay, external storage cards. Now remember, they announced one that would come, or they announced one that would come out before, they announced it before the console came out, in case anyone needed it, costing, you know, the $600 that the card would cost, right? Or the expansion thing would cost. But they were like, don't worry, we'll make cheaper ones, right? Yeah, no, they announced a couple more expansion, you know, external hard drives today, and guess what? They're all just as expensive as the console itself.
Shut up, really?
Really?
That's why I'm not getting a hard drive for the PS5. I'm like, it is so expensive.
You said you'd make it cheaper.
Granted, I know, I mean, I'm sure there's a reason why they're so expensive.
If you want the 2 terabyte, I hope you're willing to cough over an additional $400.
Oh my goodness!
1 terabyte is $200.
Oh my gosh!
This does not include shipping.
Like, it better be gold.
It better not break.
Hello?
Hi, Nathan.
Oh, hey, Goopo. So, no, I'll explain. I'll rewind here just for a moment, just for you, because you came in at the angry noises. Not at you, I swear.
Good.
So the Xbox Series X, S/S, both have noticeable, not very much storage on the console itself. The PS5 does have a bit, but Seagate is the company that is making external hard drives for, you know, external storage drives for the Xbox Series X. And they announced one that would come out before the console launched, so you could get it ahead of time, right? Costing just as much money as the console, okay? So we're already at a lot of money. Anyway, so they announced a couple more cards that would come out, be coming out soon, because they said that they would make them cheaper. Because, well, not everyone is willing to spend $500 on a console and then also drop $500 on an external storage drive. Sorry, that's just not how some of us work. Well, it's not really cheaper. A 2 terabyte, an extra stuff costs $400. So it's true, it's cheaper by a solid $100. It's cheaper, sure.
Also, that's technically still not affordable.
It's cheaper, and so but for those gamers who don't want the 2 terabyte one, don't worry. They have a 1 terabyte one, but you want to guess how much that one costs? $200. Aren't these nice and affordable prices for everyday gamers? Isn't this nice and affordable? It's cheaper, sure. I'll give them that. But that better not break. If someone gets that $400 one, it better not break ever. Because one of the things with Seagate is Seagate in the past hard drives, Sinky knows because Sinky's ours died. It can die relatively easily. It will break relatively easily.
I know. Every time I have to
if it accidentally unplugs or your console crashes, if it gets unplugged when it's plugged in, Seagate tends to crash most of the time. It breaks and it's permanently. You can't fix it. Because again, I remember ours broke once. I do remember ours broke.
Yeah, because I think I was talking with Kaotic. I was like, yeah, it's making a noise. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen.
Beep of death. It was the beep of death. But nice and affordable pricing, because I know a bunch of gamers who drop $500 on a console can also spend $400 on an external storage drive. I know everyday gamers can do that. See, I don't use one on the PS4, but the reason I actually don't use one, well, one, I don't really need one equipped right now, but also because, Sinky, you noticed the PS5 only has one USB spot.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
And since I usually have my controller cord plugged in or my keyboard for when I'm talking to people on 14, I don't really need it either. I don't need it yet. I don't need my hard drive yet, but even Dad said he has a couple hard drives if I ever needed one. I was like, it's okay, I don't need one yet.
I can do the science with you if you just lend me the PS5 and I can just...
I just wish the PS5 had a second USB spot.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not great. That's not very great. That's not.
Because
I think probably eventually they might add a second one.
I'm sure on another model they'll put a second one.
Because that's just so not. It's not efficient at all.
Because you need your controller to charge, but you can also charge your controller through other ways too. I suppose you can plug it into anything that has a USB slot.
Wrong.
You do have. There are external spots. You can plug it into.
Yeah, because you can just plug it into a block, and then you can just plug it into a wall.
I am good, Snipey. I am good.
You could really charge it, but that just feels weird.
Yeah.
Robin of Locksley.
Yeah, that's just weird. Anyways, since I don't want to do any plotness right now, whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see what the Moogle thing is going, and what's going on.
Yeah, go check out the Moogle event.
We got a Moogle event!
We can do with Moogle event later.
Lots of it.
It's our hyping up Endwalker event, which comes out in 28 days, yeah.
It's not. I'm not ready.
I am.
28 days! I paid for the box! Verified order! Verified my order. I got my verified order email. Thank you for your purchase. Me sitting here. Yeah, I'm mad at you for charging me so much for shipping. Still, I'm never getting over that either. I'm still mad at how much shipping was.
Ow! My hair just got caught in my neck, like on the headband.
Okay, see, it would be great if I could find a match.
Why was shipping so expensive?
Alright.
It will be great.
Coop, if you want to see the jacket, I have it.
You do?
Yeah, I have it on Cat and here.
Could find.
I haven't touched Primal Ether or Light yet, but I'm.
Well, I also want to see what the other rewards are, because I'm not too sure about the jacket. But I want to see if there's any like mounts I actually want, or like emotes.
The two mounts I know for grab.
Are you gonna tell me the story? Would you like to hear the story? Snipey?
Nidhogg Burb and the Byakko Wolf.
Okay. On the one hand, having a Nidhogg Wolf as Dragoon would be pretty snazzy. The thing that'll make or break it for me will be the emotes and the hair, to be honest.
Okay, I just realized the hair actually is far more efficient to kind of just low-key get via wolf marks.
The hair is what?
I don't know if I'll get there.
It's via Wolfmark. It's only 18k Wolfmark. It's kind of more efficient that way, because I was like, I looked at it and I was like, it's more efficient to not waste 50 match. And there were no emotes up for Garvsauce this time. Hang on, I gotta go grab my jacket.
Emotes?
No, there usually aren't. Our special reward this time really is the jacket.
Jacket?
We'll see how the jacket looks like.
I'll show you later!
I want a jacket!
He's not
no, you would have to commit many an effort to get said jacket. But I'm on out. But Nathan, I'll meet you at the Limsa Moogle, because
that was your stream yesterday. What did I stream yesterday?
What?
Meet me at the Limsa Moogle
stream. Overwatch?
Or Limsa Moogle. Yes, it was Overwatch, I think. Wasn't it?
Overwatch was fine. Give me a stupid game. Gosh darn it.
Nah, dude.
Nah,
bruh.
Not gonna happen. I had 7 bananas in the course of 3 days. Is that good? Is that bad?
I mean, potassium.
No, cause
potassium is always good.
Quick Trip has
they go bad in 3 days anyway, so that actually kind of works out.
Quick Trip has a great deal on bananas.
Well, you ran the wrong way, Nathan, but I'm chasing you.
Oh, and, I can't see. I'm a PS4 plebeian, as you see. I'm gonna go get an apple.
And so I was like, okay, I want more than, I like having, mostly because I like having more than 5, because then I could, like, eat 2 a day for, like, 1 day.
Right,
I had sushi today. Yay. But then I realized that I don't have school, or 4 days, I guess. I don't have school on tomorrow.
Let me take a look at you. I'm actually just gonna see if I can lock onto you, then examine, and then try on. What's this look like on my Amigo? I mean, this one might be a funny machinist emote. I mean, machinist glam, or maybe a crafter one. I don't know. I might wait till later to like farm it. But I might just run roulettes. Anyways, how you doing, Kapu?
Jacket.
Indeed. Jacket.
Nathan, we're getting close to conflict theory.
Yes. Yes, join us.
We're talking structural functionalism.
Yeah,
and
I know.
McDonaldization, something or another.
Oh, like how everything should be put through the factory system or something?
Yeah. But we got to watch Pink Floyd The Wall music video, and that's an awesome music video, so I wasn't too mad.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm eating an apple, so if you hear any noises, but also, what are your opinions on structural functionalism?
Oh no. Please don't nerd in my...
What?
No, I mean, I just much prefer psych. I'm learning all this stuff, and I'm like, I much prefer psych. No, but we had a lovely discussion as to, oh shoot, what is it? No, stop blocking. Okay, blocking is for losers. Let's ban blocking. We talked about, oh no, groupthink. That's what it was. And we talked about the Challenger exploding, because like part of it like was groupthink, and so we had to watch the Challenger explode a couple times, and I was like, okay, can we stop now? Okay, I don't want to watch the video of several people dying.
Atomized by liquid hydrogen fuel.
Yeah, and then we had to watch the Columbia one too, and I was like, can we not, please? Thank you. No, and then we were talking about bureaucracy in yesterday, or in another video, and he was like, well, because we were talking about rationalism and all that, and how Nazism came to be and all of that, and he goes, you know, a Nazi, like, you know, the Holocaust could happen again, and I was like, that is not what I needed to hear. Okay, alright, I know that's probably, you know, not accurate, but I don't need to hear how another genocide could happen.
Alright, so today on Genocide 2.
Stop blocking, you stupid loser. I died, and I'm far away. I'm not gonna get picked up.
Okay, gamers, let's get game newsing. DICE has revealed how some changes that are coming to the Battlefield 2042, everyone's favorite video game, I think.
Yay.
I don't know. Maybe not. And so you're gonna be like, Pengu, what are the changes coming, right?
They are banning the shotgun.
Pengu, what are the changes? And so... Shotguns are banned!
What?
No, I'm kidding.
I am not gonna get saved.
To start, on the orbital map, they're gonna double the amount of tanks you can have.
No.
8 instead of 4.
Wait, 8 per team?
You can have 8, but this change only applies to if you're playing on the next gen version of the game. 8 tanks per team.
Kristen, can you double check that if I buy it on...
I will totally double check.
No, if I, let's say I bought the standard edition on the PS5...
I thought I think they changed it, but I could check again.
Because, like, I checked, and then, like, I saw something where it was like, well, maybe not, so I'm like, I really don't want to spend, you know, the 90 or whatever. Well, and I'm not buying, I mean, I'm going to buy it on...
Another change will be, you can vault onto moving objects. In other words, if that car is driving in front of you, you can vault over it. if you can get the angle anyway. They've also changed how aiming works a little bit to quote tone down jump spamming. Now they've also made a couple other changes. It will now indicate when there is a grenade near you. There will be a grenade indicator. So you can stop dying to grenades or continue dying to them anyway. Looking at you, Sinky.
Wait, they didn't already? Wow.
Battlefield's never done that, I want to say.
Well,
grenade indicators?
Yeah, no, grenade indicator.
Has Battlefield ever done a grenade indicator?
Yeah, since free. Remember, it was the orange.
Is it really
thing?
There? I only remember COD.
See, the thing is, I think it's just something. It's so not like something we, you know. I don't
even think about it. But also, they said entry and exit animations for some vehicles. It doesn't necessarily say if it's the entry or exit animation. Has either been made slower.
Oh my goodness, they're coming to save
or
me.
Completely removed.
Bless you. Bless you.
Also, they changed elevators because there was something going on with elevator doors.
What are you streaming today and tomorrow? Tomorrow?
They did, of course, release what your UI will more or less look like when you actually play the game, because everyone knows that UI was not actually complete. The beta UI was not complete because it was missing a bunch of stuff that's supposed to be on it, but they said that was intentional.
I don't really get what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Guard, here.
Can I mark?
Crossbowman, here.
I'm gonna be streaming Mass Effect 2 tomorrow.
One of the changes they will be adding is they're calling it the Big Map. Isn't that a convenient name? The Big Map is what they're gonna try to add in during early access, but it might not make it in time. It's gonna be a map,
is early
map where you could
still
see.
Open?
No, early access is pre-order. They're going to try to get it in before official launch, but they might not make it.
I got business. Sorry. Be right back.
We'll hold that for anything because you guys are all Battlefield players.
Your time here is over.
Anyway, Snipey, you asked.
Don't you dare.
What the heck?
It's Back to the Future Day.
Oh, is this the day he,
I do believe so, because that is the hashtag that just popped up.
See, Back to the Future now just makes me really sad, because, Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's, and, Christopher Lloyd is getting old.
Old!
Can I steal the,
Old!
No, so, in LA, you want to know something? So, in Vegas, they have a drive-through wedding, where you can go in a drive-through and get married. And then, in LA, they have a drive-through funeral, where they will display the dead body, and you just drive through it and be like, oh, okay, hi, Grandma, bye, Grandma.
I mean, that's pretty efficient.
See, that's what I was thinking, because I was like, A, that'll cost less. You don't have to, you know, spend, you know, a few hours at a funeral. Granted, I've hardly been to a funeral.
It's actually more efficient that way. If you want it to be done fast anyway, that's more efficient.
But no, so then I was like, so then we were talking in group, and so she was like, well, is there anything you want at your funeral? You know? And I was like, no, I'm gonna be dead, so why would I care?
I mean, that's pretty efficient.
But no, so then we were talking in group, and so she was like, well, is there anything you want at your funeral? You know? And I was like, no, I'm gonna be dead, so why would I care? So she was like, do you want them all to wear black? And I was like, why would I?
I just want to
Why would I care?
Why would I care?
So Sinky, if you die before me, can I like wear pink?
Yes.
Thanks.
Funeral?
Yeah, for the funeral.
No, Christina.
Okay. So I'm wearing pink to Sinky's funeral.
No, Christina.
Neon orange.
So at my funeral,
Neon
they were like
yellow.
So Cynthia was a really great person, but sometimes she wasn't great. So let me read to you, out of context, the quotes that she has said on and off stream.
Quote.
Well, start with, maybe your family shouldn't have been refugees.
No, okay. So have you
Can I
guys
wear a
heard
T-Rex
from...
costume? Yes, wear the
whatchamacallit?
T-Rex costume.
I saw this on the news from our ex-overlord. Whatchamacallit, like someone had died or something, and it's like, and this guy sucked and hates guts, oh, and sorry for your condolences. And it's like, you don't just diss the person and say sorry, and then that puts it away. You dissed a dead man.
No, Nathan, you, in LA, they have a drive-through funeral. Where the
Which is
body...
pretty efficient when you think about it. If you want
Honestly,
a funeral
like
done quick.
I like barely knew, but like it still want to pay my respects. I don't really see, and then I don't have to like worry about like people crying, and then see that person I didn't like at the funeral, but we have to be civil because we're at a funeral.
Okay, back to Battlefield.
What does that
shall wear a T-Rex.
So on launch or after launch, they're adding the big map. It's going to show points on the map where there are firefights. Okay, where firefights are. It'll also show you where your teammates are and the status of flag captures.
I'm sorry, but just going to a funeral wearing the T-Rex costume.
I'll do it.
No, I've seen a video of a soon-to-be wife wearing, instead of her wedding dress, wearing a T-Rex costume, the T-Rex costume, and the husband is like, oh, I wonder what she's gonna look like, and then she like comes out, and he laughs, and I was like, yes. I have no idea where we're going.
We're gonna leave these Battlefield things. Another UI changing. A change that'll be there, but it wasn't in beta, but it will be there. Will be the ability to, because in Battlefield you have the ability to like call it when you need ammo. Hit the buttons.
Yeah.
That'll be there. It just wasn't on. It wasn't in the beta.
Oh, I guess I never noticed
speech.
that.
Imagine I give.
I always died before I ran out of ammo.
Hello, my name is Snipey. Well, that's not my real name, but that's the only name Cynthia called me. It was supposed to be Sniper, but she called me Snipey instead, and it just stuck.
Assault, medic, support, and recon are, of course, all the quote official things. But we will have the ability to get custom loadout, and you will even be able to give it a name.
Assaulter.
Assault squared.
God. No, I'll just, main support, emotional support.
I understand this went wrong during beta. The plus menu is supposed to allow you to change your setups mid-round. It wasn't working during the beta. And in some cases, players had to actually, it like restarted their entire loadout, so they would have to rebuild their entire loadout. Or each time they respond. It will work as intended on launch. It won't kill your entire loadout and give you nothing anymore. They're also going to tweak the AIs a bit because I don't know if you saw this, but sometimes when a bot would kill a player, the bot would not realize that the player is dead and keep shooting them anyway.
That's a bit overkill.
It's almost like, I understand these bots are like supposed to like, just act like regular people, but this is like honestly kind of toxic behavior from the bots.
No, they're just being prepared for the future.
I mean, wasn't
It's kind of
there?
like how
Wasn't
you
it
could
in
teach the
Halo?
holograms in I think
Where
Reach
they,
the teabag enemies.
Yeah, teabag.
But Dice has assured everyone that the version you guys were playing was actually a really old August version, and so they will attempt to.
Have you been consumed by the darkness?
Attack.
You won't
Who's
see me.
been
No, we
consumed?
have to go close.
I'm trying to find a meme I lost.
The lost meme.
Mm-hmm.
For the forest.
By the way, Nathan Metroid Dread did update today, and it fixed the
Yeah,
progression bug, so you will live no longer in fear of that.
I already 100%ed it.
Well, in case you ever feel like
Shut
going back
up!
and
No
playing it again
way!
at
You
some
did,
point.
Nathan? Already?
Well, I technically still
Metroid
need
is
the
a-
speed run.
Metroid is a
true,
game
true.
built on speedrunning. Metroid is a game that you speedrun. That's its basis. You speedrun.
I'm so used to doing RPGs, that any other version.
For the people.
Any other versions is weird.
Where did I leave the meme?
Ah, dang it, I missed.
Out of arrows.
I know we're out of arrows. Okay, I know. Okay, so anyway, Snipey, you asked me a question.
Your
That guy has an arrow sticking out of his back? I mean, I'm kind of impressed. There we go.
Uncharted, the movie, got a trailer today, the official trailer.
Back in the timeline. Darn it. Ooh, go by left now. Ah, I will find it somewhere.
There's the sheriff of Nottingham.
They know the treasure's missing.
They know the treasure's missing? Well, yeah, I would assume they would know the treasure's missing. Oh,
Knight here.
oh, I thought that was the sheriff.
And that's that. Let's check Twitter.
Oh.
It's forbidden.
Anyway, I just came to show you the jacket. I'm going back to Diabolos now.
No, you can't leave me! And I'm wondering what I'm gonna do. I can't do plot stuff, shenanigans. And then,
One left.
what should we call it? I don't feel like running Priya. Well, first off, I'm getting the hell out of Limsa, so if any Havati Crystarium, I go. And I'm debating if I should just, like, casually queue for some of the stone stuff. Like, if I should just hit 50, 60, 70, or 80 roulette.
Let's see if you get them. So, the Indian.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys heard this, but a diver, off the coast of Israel actually found a 900-year-old Crusader sword, in the water. Really cool. But the Indian diver finds 900-year-old Crusader sword off coast of Israel. Hashtag, what do you think? The quote is, I didn't realize how many crusades took place underwater.
We must take back the holy waterland.
That's how Atlantis fell.
Too many crusaders all at once.
The
Too many
Crusaders.
Crusaders. There were too many of them. It's all in good fun. Woman starting Netflix movie horrified to realize it's actually a TV show. I just wanted to watch a movie.
I just need a win.
No.
No?
And
I just need one win. Do you know how long I've needed one win as Robin?
should I start playing Persona 5 music?
So long.
Alrighty, purpose.
And I get to see my chiropractor.
I can also run Alliance Raid Roulette, see if I get, like, near.
What?
New Zealand had an official wizard.
Probably.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's real because I'm reading onion articles that I've missed over the couple of days here.
New Zealand.
Official wizard of New Zealand fired after 2 decades. Hashtag what do you think? Cordes. Wizards should be elected by the people, not appointed by some bureaucrat for an unspecified term.
Oh, think of sorcery rights, okay.
Can you imagine putting that on your resume? So, what do you do? What can you offer?
Wizardry.
What can you offer this company? Well, I was the wizard for New Zealand.
Wow.
You know what? I might run the Monk 50, 60, 70 and either Alliance Raid Dancer or maybe I should run Dancer 50, 60, 70 considering Dancer's very consistent and I don't have to think.
You know, it's really weird though.
Yeah,
In
let's
this
face it.
one, they don't show that Robin goes to Victorian.
Robin Hood. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
3 men posing as female author win €1 million literary prize. Hashtag what do you think? The quote is, you know, the author's photo with the 3 dudes did look a little suspicious. Just a little suspicious. Just look into it.
That's too hard.
Find me a match, please.
Be nice.
Things Gen Z hates about millennials. They're stuck on this burning planet together.
What's a Gen Z and...
Last one.
I don't know what Gen Z...
Gen Z is kids from today, thinking like
Yeah,
today's
so now.
Now. Us.
So technically
really.
us,
Me.
but also after us, so...
Anyone younger than me.
So yeah, me and you thinking we're the borderline between it.
Oh, because Courtney and I were talking about it. She goes, so, which one are you? And I was like, I honestly have no idea.
Like, I think I technically count as millennial, but no. I'm probably Gen Z at this point. I mean, I was born like 26 days before 2000, so...
See, I was born.
You really are
years.
kind of just the buffer. You guys are the buffer of, well, sort of, but not
We just
really.
don't matter. That's the thing.
You're right, you don't.
They won't give us time.
Nathan, we should just call ourselves something.
The buffer children.
My goodness,
Well, hey,
yes.
that would the experiment would summarize my high school experience. We want to try this out, but we don't want to do it on anyone we actually care about, so you guys will do.
Alright, Snivy. Are you prepared? Prepared to be
I
wowed.
hate my counselor.
Prepared to be wowed.
Oh no, are we doing this again?
What's going
My
on?
mind. Sinky
Prepared?
Sinky created a fanfic yesterday.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, you
I
guys
was
don't matter. You're
going to
irrelevant. Okay, so
be.
we're either the irrelevant,
Nathan?
no, we're the irrelevant buffer. I like it.
Nathan, we gotta run. We gotta run away from Sinky.
The irrelevant buffer. Okay, seriously, if I could find a match, that would be great.
It's a sign. You shouldn't be playing, and you shouldn't
No,
tell
it's-
us the story.
Thursday
torment.
hood day, okay? It's Thursday heist day. You got
Just
payday
put on a
and
hood.
No, I think this is from Futurama, but it's like, I'm gonna free him from my misery.
Just put on a hood.
No. Gross!
I want to hear the fanfic. Okay, fanfic in the loosest
No,
of
you don't.
terms.
Oh god.
Okay.
I only dabble in
Anyway,
headcanon.
Nathan.
Okay, alright, so,
We gotta
after
run.
read it, okay, so I finished reading, a Robin Hood book, okay? Robin Hood with Witchcraft. Super interesting, book 1. Find me a match! Anyway, so, I finished reading that. I won't be able to watch the Payday stream. Yes, because you should be in bed.
Yeah, you'll be
So
asleep.
then-
I mean,
I was like, oh my goodness, I need more Robin Hood. And so then I
Nathan?
watched a couple episodes. I think I watched 10 episodes. I gotta give up the like my process first. I watched 1, maybe 2 episodes of Robin Hood, the BBC show. And then I was like, okay, I'm still craving more Robin Hood. So I was like, I am going to watch the Disney version. And so I watched the Disney version and felt really nostalgic. And I loved it, every second of it. Especially because I knew like all the songs. The very few songs that were there. But anywho, I'm immortal. I shall watch this series.
This is it.
Anywho, so I was like, oh my goodness, because there haven't, I'm sure there have been Robin Hood games, they just haven't been very good.
I mean, I guess there's technically Thief, and that's as close as you can get.
Well, yeah, but that's still not Robin Hood, okay? That's Thief.
I mean, probably because no one wants to...
Excuse me, Kristen.
Did you just say that's not Robin Hood? That's just Thief. They did the same thing.
No, they're not the same thing. Actually,
I said they did the same thing!
Oh, no, because, Kristen, in Thief, you do not play Robin Hood. In Thief,
yeah, you don't. You play... I played Thief.
I actually played a little bit of Thief. You played...
I did play Thief.
You play Garrett, okay? Garrett.
I played Dishonored like Thief.
No, Kristen,
They're all the
you wanna, you wanna know something super interesting about Thief?
Thief.
Say, Cynthia, what time does it take place in? Steampunk era.
No. I know.
It resembles Victorian age.
There was...
I think I still have
from
Thief.
Square Enix.
I think I still have Thief. I will do Thief. Robin
Thief.
robs for the poor, and
out what
the
I'm
thief you
doing on my
steal
Switch.
for the...
I'm gonna do 9, but
Thief
after
was
that...
a bunch of games. Holy cow.
Do I ever run Free Houses? I mean, it's been a bit.
The newest Thief...
2014.
I mean, yeah, the newest Thief wasn't actually that... It wasn't well liked.
No.
Because I think it focused more on the action. If I remember correctly, feudal Japan.
They are intent on making a sequel to the 2014 Thief, but they haven't done it yet.
Really? Okay.
As of now, I mean, it's 7 years later. It either never happened or they just haven't had time.
She's going where she wants.
Okay. Pause on that. So there's this teacher who is, have you seen the clip of her? She's a math teacher, white, that really clarifies it. And, she's teaching trig. She's teaching trig. Okay?
Is this about the trend on Twitter?
Sooshikitty, cosine, tangent, and so she
Is this the trend on Twitter?
Yeah, she wore like a headdress and was
how a
doing
Native
some
American kid took a video.
Very insensitive, like, you know, she was very insensitive dance, and people were like, yeah, it's Sooshikitty, and I was like, but I was not told. I mean, I'm sure it was called Sooshikitty, but not anything to do with natives, because I think my teachers have some class.
Art teachers were decent.
Yeah, it was, and the thing is, because I watched it, it was very hard to watch. But I was like, and you can barely tell what she's saying. Like, I think there's an easier way to teach that. Anywho, back to my story. So then I was like, Kristen, I was talking to Kristen, we gotta create a Robin Hood game. We got to.
I'm gonna go run away.
And so then she was like, we will. And so then I was like, but first I have to double check and make sure that he's not trademarked, okay? Because I didn't think he was. So I looked it up, and no, he is not trademarked. He is public domain. He is public domain, but I mean the stories sometimes. Some of the stories are trademarked.
I wonder if Lancelot's copyright, because technically Lancelot is a fanfic. Insert.
I don't know. I would assume King Arthur is public domain.
So probably. I mean, can you copyright your own fanfic?
Well, and the copyright only lasts, like, I think, life plus 70 years, so it's not...
400 years later.
Okay, so then, where was I, Kristen? Yeah, so I said, okay, so I looked it up, public domain, but we can't have him be a fox, okay, because Disney would not be happy. And I was like, well, there goes my idea. And so then I was like, okay, but what story could be it? And then I was like, hey, I wonder, like, how he would react. Like, what would life be like for Robin Hood in Victorian London? And I was like, OMG, I got it. I got it. He is going to somehow time travel. Are you playing Overwatch today? Probably not, Fear. Probably not.
I'm still cute.
And so then I was like, Kristen, I got the story, and she was like, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Cynthia, please do tell me more, because I am so interested. Is the answer feudal Japan? Well, I actually did think about it. I was like, could he survive in other... But, you know, like, there would be, like, see, the thing is, with feudal Japan, is that, Robin Hood doesn't speak Japan. He doesn't speak Japanese, so there would be a very, very, very difficult language barrier. Anyway, so, it's like, he is going to travel... He's going to travel to Victorian England. And I was like, alright, well, how does he do that? And so then I was like, okay, we just gotta put our creative thinking caps. And so I put my creative thinking cap, and then I just started going. So we have Prince John, who is acting king, acting in the loosest of terms, and king in the loosest of terms, because King Richard is off fighting in one of the Crusades. Okay? There can be a way for them to survive in feudal Japan. Okay, we'll do Victorian London. No, because then we were like, okay, so... We came up, Kristen and I, we came up with a, well, not Kristen and I did. A time traveling duo. No, so then, I was like, alright, so how is he going to time travel, or, not time travel, but go to Victorian London? It's like, well, a DeLorean could show up, but, you know, that's not very accurate. That's not really historically accurate. And so then I was like, fine, whatever, it won't be a DeLorean. And so then I was like, I got it. So King Richard, Prince John and the Sheriff of Nottingham, who I don't actually know, I think we talked about this last time. I don't even know if the Sheriff of Nottingham has a name besides the Sheriff of Nottingham. So he's just known as the Sheriff.
Man. Man 1 and Man 2.
And so, Prince John, and the sheriff are like, I want to go somewhere where I am ruler and I don't have to worry. I don't have to live in the shadow of, I would assume, my brother. I think that's the relationship. Of King Richard, because I want to be king and me alone. And so then the Sheriff of Nottingham was like, OMG, I know a witch. And so then they talked to the witch, and the witch is like, well, of course I can. Create a portal that will take you to another dimension. Of course.
And so they... for the fabric of space and time.
And so then, somehow Robin Hood gets word of this. OMG, he's going to do what? A portal? Now that is crazy talk. but we got to stop him anyway, because who knows if it's possible. And so he and his band of merry men, along with Marion, because Marion is a kick-ass person, are like, yay, let us go stop Prince John and the Sheriff of Nottingham, who doesn't have a name besides Sheriff. Maybe that's on his birth certificate. Maybe his parents didn't love him. Maybe that's the reason. I have solved the issue. Okay, I have figured out what is wrong with Sheriff of Nottingham. What? Okay, anyway, so they're doing something and they find the witch casting a spell. Can I join you? I'll probably be able to play one more. But yeah, I'll send you a an invite. If I can get into a stupid game. And so then, Robin and Marion get to the witch, and the witch is like, too late, the portal's been cast. It's somewhere. It's somewhere by a river. Okay? And so they're like, ah, no, we gotta go get them, because, like, they're gonna, like, ruin the space-time continuum if they go. So, like, we gotta run. Okay, just kidding, they didn't run, they went on horseback. And so then, what happens? They get to the portal, and Prince John and, like, Sheriff of Nottingham are almost there, okay? And so Prince John is like, hurry, we gotta go! And so then, but, because of their awesome, bow and arrow skills, they, shoot, Prince John, off his horse or whatever, and they injure him. I don't know how. Maybe they shoot him in the knee.
As you do.
I took an arrow to the
As is
neck.
customary in England.
As is customary!
In the Queensland.
And then, so then Robin fights with the sheriff, incapacitates the sheriff somehow, and then Marion watches the sheriff get eyes on him, and it's like, stay down, punk. And so then Prince John is heading off towards the portal with his with an arrow in his knee, as is tradition.
Damn it.
And okay, let me see if we can find the game now.
It was all when it used to be an adventure.
And so Robin Hood manages to stop him by shooting another arrow into his other knee. So he has double arrows in his knees.
The doctor's gotta pay for Skyrim College somehow.
It froze? Okay. And so...
Oh no. The dancerness.
And so Robin is like, oh, thank goodness. We stopped them from going into the creepy portal, creepy looking portal. Thank goodness. We did it. And so you're like, hooray! Victory! Wrong. Okay, so then, okay, so I'll stop, okay, I wanna cancel matchmaking. How do I cancel matchmaking? Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll just... Okay, maybe we'll do this way. Okay. And so, it's like, hooray! We did it! Hooray for Robin Hood! And then, all of a sudden, the sheriff, throws a sword. And it hits Robin, and he's been impaled by the sword. Okay, so he falls back off the cliff into the portal. Okay, well then the sheriff of Nottingham's like, what the heck? That wasn't supposed to happen. And so he's running towards the portal, and he's like, hooray! And he jumps in the portal. Okay, and then Marion obviously runs after Robin and is like, oh my god, no, not Robbie! And jumps into the portal. Okay, and so then they all go to the portal. The three of them go to the portal, and then the portal closes. Okay, before Little John and the bard Alan O'Dale, I think is his name, before they could go into the portal. Okay? What? Fiat. I need another invite. Okay. And so then... And so, Robin wakes up in a weird place. He's in the hospital. Okay, and he's like, what in the world? Where am I? And the doctor is like, you're here in whatever hospital. You're fine. Okay, well, you're not fine, but you're fine. And Robin's like, what the heck happened? Like, what? And so then the doc is like, you were found by the river.
FF4 reference, go!
You were found by the river with an injury. Okay, I have fixed your injury, but you are still weak, so you need rest. And so then Robin is like, wait, whoa, but where is Marion?
In all the lands.
And where is the sheriff? And the doc is like, who? What? Who? What? When? Where? And why? And so Robin's like, OMG, I gotta go find them. And so then he starts to leave. But the doc is like, no, you can't leave, okay? Because you are injured. And so Robin's like, fine, I will stay. But he's like, I will leave eventually. Alright, so then we have Sheriff of Nottingham, who is in Victorian London. And he is like, I wonder what I should do now. And so then he comes across this gang, okay? This gang of 5 people. My internet died? Oh no! Do you want me to send you another invite?
Life is pain!
Anyway, so,
Shooting lasers out of my eye, let the terrible nightmare end.
So he is wandering, and the sheriff comes across the gang, and the gang is like, yo, you look like a guy who could do business. And he's like, push off, leave me alone, I don't want to talk to you. And the gang leader is like, push out, you don't talk to me like that. We're going to show you some respect. And so then, they beat him up. They being the gang, but the sheriff is out, I'm a bigger man than you, and so he beats them up too. And then the gang leader is like, okay, you beat up a couple of my dudes.
No, you were one of me.
And then he pulls out his gun, and he's like, but, you know, you can't beat a gun. And so then the sheriff is like, what witchcraft is this?
Sorry.
I like it. Sorry it's taken so long. No, it's fine. Let me know if you need another invite.
The sheriff has now learned police brutality.
And so, and so he was like, wow, that's a pretty cool gun. Or, that's a pretty cool weapon. I don't know it's a gun. And so the dude's like, yeah, it's pretty fancy, but you've never heard of a gun? Like, where are you from? Well, you know, wherever. And so then the gang leader's like, yo, okay, so, you can, like, join my gang. You're pretty cool. And, you know, we could always use, a good, strong person like you. And the sheriff is like, why, thank you for that compliment. But, like, I don't want to join your gang. I'm just gonna kill you and take your gun. And so then he kills him. He kills them pretty easily. And so then he's just wandering, okay, with his new gun. And he's like, okay, so Robin's here somewhere. We gotta go find Robin. And so then he gets pulled over. Well, he doesn't get pulled over, but somebody pulls over with a horse and carriage, and it's like, yo, get in the carriage. And so then the sheriff is like, make me. And the dude's like, just get in, please. And so he asks nicely, and so the sheriff goes in. And he goes into the carriage, and... I need another invite. No, it's fine. But we probably will be able to do only one game. And so then, the dude in the carriage is like, so, you killed some people I saw? And he goes, yeah, well, like, yeah, they're stupid. And so he was like, well, you killed my bro. That was my bro. And so he's like, oh my gosh. So the sheriff is like, all right, well, do I have to kill you then? And then, he's like, no, it's fine. He was super annoying, and you saved me from doing it. So, hi, my name is Bob. And you can be a part of my gang if you want. You're like, no, you help me, I help you. Okay, so like if you need any help, let me know. And so then the sheriff is like, well, I do need to find somebody. And so the dude is like, push up. How hard can it be to find somebody in London? And so then that sheriff's plan, like he has joined a gang, sort of joined a gang. All right. Then we have Marion, who's doing who knows what in London, because I don't know what she's gonna do. And so then Robin and Marion eventually meet back together, okay? Because Robin leaves the hospital against medical advice, and by the way, he has his arrows and his bow, okay? His, like, special bow, you know, that was, like, specially handcrafted, whatever. Okay, so then they're like, all right, we got to go find the sheriff. And Mary's like, yeah, we got to go find the sheriff. Well, how do we find the sheriff? I don't know. But, like, it looks like you need rest because you were stabbed with a sword. So, let's go to an inn, okay? Let's go find some place to stay. And so they're like, yeah, that's a good idea. And so they find some place, and they're like, yo, can we stay a couple nights? And the dude's like, sure, as long as you have my money. And they're like, oh, crap, we don't have any money. What are we going to do? And so then Robin's like, well, I know what we'll do. We'll sell my bow, even though that's, like, really hard for him to do. But you know what? He has to do it.
Order.
Sacrifices must be made. And so then they're like, all right, let's go to a merchant. They're not called merchant.
An anti-material rifle.
and so then at the merchant, who's not called the merchant, but that's the only name I can think of right now. Dude, okay, Robin's like, okay, so I have this handcrafted bow.
Stranger.
Stranger, what you buying, stranger?
What are you buying?
And so the dude, Robin's like, you can't have my bow. And the dude's like, okay, cool. He looks at it and he's like, okay, I'll give you X amount of money. And so then Robin's like, okay, is that the best you can give me? Because, like, I don't know if that's a good deal or not. And so he's like, of course it's a good deal.
Why?
Because a merchant would never lie. Well, guess what, okay? The merchant was lying. And you know who stops this from happening? Well, it's the bard. Who, I don't know who he is. But he is somehow a descendant from Alan O'Dale. Okay, who's the bard in their time, okay? So we have the bard, who doesn't have a name yet or anything yet, but we named him the bard. So the bard is like, actually, like, that's not true. You're not giving them the most for their money. And so then the dude's like, shut up, yes I am. What? And the bard's like, no you're not. And so then Rob is like, fine, you know what, we'll leave. So he grabs his bow and leaves the store, okay? And so then the merchant's like, get out of here, bard, who doesn't have a name nor a profession, get out of here. And so then the dude's like, alright, fine, bye-bye, I didn't like this place anyway. And so then, they're walking away, and they're like, what are we gonna do? We need money. And so then the bard catches up to them and is like, yo, you need money? And they're like, yeah, we need money. And he goes, well, I can't really provide you that. So, but I can provide you a place to stay, okay? So you can crash at my crib. And so then they go back to his crib, which is kind of a nice crib. And so they're like, he's like, so where are you guys from? What are you guys doing here? And then they're like, well, we can't really tell you that we're from, centuries ago. But we're here trying to find somebody. And so he's like, who are you trying to find? We're trying to find a guy whose name is Sheriff of Nottingham, even though that's not his name. And he's like, well, I can help you with that. I can help you. I have a lot of connections. And one of those connections just happens to be Jacob and Evie. I'm just kidding. So he's like, yeah, sure, all right, I can help you. And so then, eventually, Robin and Marion find the Sheriff of Nottingham, and they're like, Sheriff of Nottingham, you need to do the portal again so we can go back home. And the Sheriff's like, why would I do that? Like, why would you want to go back? Like, this place is so much better. I mean, the life expectancy is probably like 50 or 60, maybe even 70 here. And, you know, back then it was like 29. So why would we stay? Why would we go back? And they're like, because that's our home. And he's like, too bad, I'm not helping you. And so then, they're like, well, we gotta make him help us. So, we'll make him help us. Somehow.
Charisma 10.
And that's about all I got so far, because then I went way off the deep end. Matchmaking failed. Alright, we'll try it one more time.
So technically the basic premise is whatchamacallit, or not Arthur, Bowman, gets flung into the future, where the sheriff's rule is law. I'm trying to make the meme for this, I'll be back. Robin Hood, there we go.
Yeah, there we go, Nathan, there we go. Robin Hood is what we're talking about, yes. Good job.
Whee!
But yeah, it's a very good story. I know it is. Because I came up with it, and all my stories are good. That's what I tell myself.
None of my stories are good, but my headcanon is extremely strong.
Play the game! Life is futile, your own. Anyway, H2O, what's up? Oh, I forgot. Robin, like, starts his own gang, in London, for some reason, and they're like, we gotta, steal from the rich and give to the poor, and they're like, how do we steal from the rich in this time? And so that's, like, the point, you know, like, how do you become Robin Hood? How do you commit identity theft? How do you be Robin Hood in a sort of modern civilization? Well, modern in, you know, the loosest of terms.
You become Joker. Basically, though. Oh, it's Cosmos. Out of everything on 80, we're like, why? Why? Oh, it's the first time, man. Oh, no.
But yes, I'm glad you enjoyed it, because I certainly enjoyed making it.
I mean, if that ain't the goal in life.
We put a gun in their mouth and tell them to give us money. You're right! See, I think it all started when I said, oh my goodness, because I was talking about, this was not a Kristen and I conversation, it was just more a me conversation, and Kristen just listened and said, uh-huh. I was saying that Pride and Prejudice is free domain. And I was like, oh my goodness, we could have Pride and Prejudice and vampires. And so then I was trying to make that work. Yeah, no, that's the whole point. Okay, that's the whole point. And so I was trying to make that work, and I was like, oh my goodness. Victorian London. I love Victorian London. I love Robin Hood. Let's put it together in a story. And it actually sort of works. which is great.
It was good.
Bless you, Pangu. Pangu, did you sneeze?
Not Pingu.
Oh, Nathan. Pangu's gone. Anyway, bless you, Nathan, if you sneezed. I mean, I don't know who else would sneeze, if it's not me. We have somebody else in the party.
Anyways, Pingu, how you doing?
Oh, I killed her. She's dead.
Why have you done this? What did she do to you?
Last arrow.
She has a family.
I'm out. One left. Need to find arrows.
Bam, bam, bam. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turns out. Oh yes, we were fighting over who's your best friend. All right, well I have to go.
Be free.
So I can make the trains. I can go home.
Experience the train experience I had this morning.
Was it a good experience or bad experience?
Good experience mostly. It was delayed a lot, but also I was just heading home, so like if I got stuck, it didn't really
Yeah.
like either way, slow down or not, I'm going home.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. So yeah, I'll be back. We'll be back tonight. I don't know when. I might try and play some more Hood, but we'll see. We shall see.
Like, back in the hood.
But we'll do Payday, probably. Unless Pangu is dead for real, then we won't play Payday.
In which case we have to bust her out of prison, and by prison I mean death itself.
All right.
We're going to the end of the world, baby.
Whenever you see this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye bye, Snipey.